Hi, welcome to Style Your Dreams. I'm so excited you're here. I have a special guest today, which is Jennifer, who is also a stylist of mine here at the Style Studio. Welcome, Jennifer.
Thank you, Keri.
So I brought Jennifer on today because we love to talk style together often. If you've ever seen our Conversations with a Stylist episodes over on Instagram. And there's a conversation we've been wanting to have because right now it's a little challenging getting dressed. Have you noticed?
I've been living it, unfortunately.
Right? Me too. And if we're having challenges getting dressed, imagine what most people are dealing with. So that's why I really want to have this conversation today. So the conversation is, it is the end of April and it's spring. Spring has sprung. Right? There's buds on my trees. Spring has sprung.
It's true.
However, it's cold. It snowed last week. It's rainy today. We're lucky if it gets to 55?
Yeah, and if the sun is out. It's like spring and winter are
At the
still
same
fighting.
time. Yeah, they are in a big battle. And I'm really rooting for spring to win this
So
battle.
am I.
And quickly, please.
Yes.
I don't know about you, but I walked into my closet this morning. I mean, it happens every day. But I walked into my closet this morning and I went, I hate everything. Like, I don't want to wear, it's freezing. Like, I check with my Alexa. I say, Alexa, what's the temperature out today? Today, it is a high of 52 degrees. And then after I'm done crying, I walk into my closet and I think, 52 degrees, what am I going to wear? And I think, okay, I'm kind of over wearing black and I'm kind of over wearing my winter clothes because I've been wearing them. And all I want to do is wear my sleeveless or short sleeve shirts or dresses, and I can't. Have you been dealing with this?
I have been. So I hear you, because actually today I wanted to wear this beautiful tank. And I was like, that'd be gorgeous. I'm like, oh, wait, I can't because it's 52 degrees.
Right?
So I hear you. And it's just, I'm over it. I'm over the winter stuff. I'm over the winter colors. And I know, I mean, I guess I shouldn't say colors because now we're doing neon in the wintertime. But
well, we aren't
we
doing
aren't,
neon in the winter.
The stores are.
Right.
But I'm just over it. So I hear you. So what's the solution? Let's talk about that, right?
I know.
Like, how do we get there?
Well, I think the first step is acknowledging what's present, right? Because if you just look for a solution without dealing with what you're dealing with, then it won't work. So my first step
Valid
is
points.
it's okay to be depressed for a minute. Like, let me cry in my Wheaties for just a moment. Can I?
Let's talk about how I spent so long bringing out my spring wardrobe,
Right.
and I'm not wearing it. Okay, let's be in our feelings for that.
Right. So normally at this point, we've when we work with our clients, we've already transitioned their closets, right, from winter to spring. So how do you get dressed in this weather? And I was talking with a client who lives in Boston yesterday. She's dealing with the same thing. I was talking to another client who's going to Florida where the high is only 70, which is totally unseasonable for Florida. So it's not just us in Denver. It really is a crazy year for weather. And so, so how do we deal with it? Well, a lot of us have transitioned our closets, but I always recommend, no matter what year it is, that you don't transition everything, especially in Denver because you never know what you're going to get. So transition a lot of your clothes, but then look to see how you can layer. So I'm huge into layering in the springtime. So today I have a colorful tank top and a blue blazer on because I feel springy and yet it's okay. I'm not freezing out, right? And I have open-toed shoes on because I'm a rebel, and I wear open-toed shoes the minute I can.
But to touch on that, so just describe what Keri's wearing a little more, which I think you did a great job at bringing spring out, right? The cami you're wearing has that nice, delicate lace that, to me, brings in spring.
Yeah.
As opposed to just like a darker tone or just that solid cami, which you can do in the spring. But right now, since we're in this battle of spring and winter, I like the lightness and the fun details for spring on the cami.
Yeah. And I like mixing like a magenta with a blue. So making it more fun. I was also dressing this client yesterday, and she had we got her this beautiful mint green sweater, which is a lightweight sweater. And then we can pair it with some, I think we had leopard pants with it, which was
Fun.
super fun and springy, but yet she is warm. So I think that's how to play into, I've been buying more spring sweaters for clients than I ever have before. Have you?
I have. I totally have.
That's what people are requesting, right?
Yeah.
Layers. I need layers because I'm cold. Even if they're just cold in their office, because a lot of office buildings keep their temperatures so darn cold, right? So my first piece of advice is don't transition everything. Don't fool yourself that it's going to be spring just because it says spring on your calendar. Take the time and find some pieces that you can layer, or don't put all your black away. Let's be honest. I'm still wearing black.
Well, okay, and that is
I just
something
try
right there. You can wear black
I
throughout
know.
all spring, summer.
But don't you want to just but here's my pull. I almost pulled a black shirt today, but then I'm like, but I want to wear it with my white jeans.
Oh, I do that all day long.
Right?
Absolutely. Okay, so can we touch on that, please?
Yes.
The white jeans, people.
Controversial.
So,
Can we tell our story?
Yes.
So
Go ahead. Yes.
Jen and I were having a business meeting, and we decided, because we never are outside of the office, and we decided this particular day, hey, let's go to Starbucks and really brainstorm and get creative. So we went to this Starbucks that we never go to together. Let's be honest, I'm there every day. But
They knew you.
they know me.
I walked in feeling like I was with a celebrity. I was like, oh, I get special treatment here.
Yes, I'm addicted to my iced green tea. So we walk in, and we both, Jennifer and I, tend to dress alike by happenstance. And so we both walked in with our white jeans and blue shirts with white piping or something.
Yeah.
And this woman walked up to us, and she's like, oh, look at you girls. How cute are you in your white jeans? I didn't know we could bring those out yet. And we've done different conversations with the stylist about this,
Right.
but people just don't get it yet. So we're going to preach, which is?
Wear those white jeans. So here's the thing. Okay, so the rules are out, right? They've been out. It's the same thing that goes to people. They're like, oh, I can't wear stripes. Why? Because you were told that forever ago, because it was a rule. Great. Let's move on. Rules are out. Like, we can wear the white jeans.
Your grandma lied to you. Move on.
It wasn't, yeah, it's fine. But the thing is, too, if it feels nice out and it feels right and you feel good in it and it's making you feel confident, wear it.
Yeah.
Why? Not because I can't wear white until it's actually 80 degrees outside. Well, I want it to be 80 degrees outside, so we are manifesting.
Maybe this will put me in a better mood today. Right?
Could be.
Yeah. So we're here to preach. Wear your white jeans. My rule of thumb is, and always has been, is I start wearing white jeans when it's warm-ish.
Agreed.
Right? So even today where it's a high of 58, I probably could have pulled them. I'm glad I didn't because it's about to rain and I didn't know that. But I probably could have pulled them out.
They're on my bed because I pulled them out and then I changed last minute.
That's because you knew that I wasn't wearing mine.
Oh
So
my
you changed
goodness. Could be.
subconsciously because now we both have this pretty purple shade on.
Yeah, this happens often, people.
Right? So that's why you didn't. That's why they're on your bed.
That's funny.
Maybe tomorrow. Yeah. So I also, if we talk about springtime wear, open-toed shoes. I know you make fun of me all the time. Why do you make fun of me?
I just don't know how you do it. My toes get cold.
Really?
Keri wears, you pull out the open-toe shoes before you pull out the white jeans.
Do I?
I think you do. I think you
Maybe
do.
simultaneously?
As soon as it gets a little warm out, Keri pulls out the open-toe shoes, which I don't think there's a problem with that. Again, if it looks great with your outfit, do it.
Yeah.
I, on the other hand, will wear a tank top with closed-toe shoes before I open up my toes because I get cold easily. But that's where I get cold easily. So kind of
Is your
like
toes?
Yes. So it just really depends on the person, right?
Yeah. Except for, I will say this. There's one look I personally don't like that people do. This is just my opinion. So if you like this look and you can own it, please keep doing it. But I personally really don't like it, is when in the dead of winter, women wear strappy sandals.
Where
Not
have
to
you seen
a
this?
black tie event. Oh, I've interviewed girls who come in with strappy sandals with a dress on.
Like
and
heels?
Yes, in like 20-degree weather.
But why?
Exactly. So that's my
Yeah.
point, is I really don't like that look. So wait until the weather's appropriate is my opinion. And so if it's 50 degrees, my toes don't mind it.
Yeah.
And I think it can be appropriate. And in Denver, it's always sunny. So 50 degrees in Denver is different than 50 degrees in New York
Yeah, 50
or
degrees
Boston.
here with the sun feels like it's 60, 65.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So, and the most important thing is that we're going to touch on again and again and again in my lifetime is that if you love something and you can own it, then do it. Right?
Yeah. And speaking of that, we both owned wearing those white jeans. And what I love
Right.
about that moment is that the lady that came up to us was then empowered to go pull out her white jeans
Yeah.
and put them on because she was like, I did not know you can do that.
Yeah, she was waiting for someone to give her permission to
Right.
wear her white jeans. So here is our permission slip to you. You may wear white jeans starting anytime you would like and continuing as long as you would like. You know what look I love seeing? I've never been able to pull this off. I've never tried, but I don't think I would, is when you see women with like a crisp white or like really, really off-white suit or dress in the dead of winter. I think they look so sophisticated and gorgeous. I love that look in the dead of winter.
I do love that. And so what I said earlier, stores had neon for winter, right?
Yeah.
A couple years ago, stores had pastels for wintertime.
Right.
But think about it, that beautiful white suit that you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
If someone were to do those beautiful white pants with, say, a baby blue sweater with a beautiful overcoat, like that would still be beautiful and sophisticated. And what makes a difference in my eyes is the fabric. If it's that nice, heavier fabric,
Yes.
even though it's those, you would say, summer, spring colors,
Right.
it looks great for fall, winter.
Right.
So it's also the fabric that comes into play as well as the colors.
Yeah. And then I'm going to go back to it, and it's the woman's attitude. Because
That's the most important.
it's the most important, because if you put that on me, that's why I've never tried to pull it off, because I can't own that. I don't know. There's something, it doesn't fit my brand, my style, my sophistication level. I don't know. It doesn't fit me. But if you see someone who walks taller and they own it and they have like this gorgeous pump on, I admire it. So it's with anything you put on. If you own it, you're going to look 1,000 times more beautiful than if you're putting something on because you think it's a good idea
Or it's on trend.
or it's on trend.
Trends do not work for everyone, my friends.
No. What are some trends right now that we aren't feeling or aren't really working?
I don't know, but one trend I did love for fall, winter recently were have you been seeing all the white boots, the white and cream boots everywhere? I am not joking when I say I probably tried on 6 different pair,
And you own a pair.
and I own a pair. Finally. But I tried, and I was just like, you know what? I don't like it. It's not looking good on me. And what I found out is that I could not pull off the flat combat-y look. That was the look that I was trying to go for because
You
I
needed the
liked it.
heel.
I needed the heel. As soon as I tried on the heel, I felt confident and I felt like myself.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay. So that's what it is. I can't pull off that other trendy,
Yeah.
casual look, but I can do the classier, not classier, I shouldn't say that, the more dressed up
Yeah.
look.
You know, I love that you said that, because that's a look I would have never tried. And by the way, I never tried that on clients either. Like, that just wasn't a look that inspired me.
Yeah.
So I think that's a good point, is that if you do like something, you could try it, and more than once, right? You can try it if you're really committed to it. And sometimes you just try it once and you're not committed to it. Or sometimes you try it once and you're like, okay, I can really get into this, but this isn't quite right. So I'm going to try this style and this variation.
Yeah, and something I definitely want to touch on as well is even though it's trending and say you feel inspired for it, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Don't force it.
Yeah.
So for me, the reason I kept going for the combat look was because I felt that all of my flat boots were so dark and I wanted something lighter. So I had a little hole that I wanted to fill. So I had a need. And I was like, oh, I love that look. I have a need. Let's fill it.
Yeah.
It just didn't work. So then I was like, okay, but I still like that look. How do I make it work for me?
Yeah.
And that's what I found. Okay, I'm going to go the dressier route. So if there is something that inspires you and that you want to try, look at it a different way. Maybe you try it in with a different outfit, with a different pant, with a dress, whatever it is. Just see how it works for you. And if it doesn't work for you, then it doesn't work for you.
I love that. Okay, now you brought up another point. There's like 100 avenues we could go down. But you brought up another good point right now during transition season, which is one thing that I started doing was each time I'm in my closet, I notice what I'm missing. Do you do that?
I do.
And so I just open up a note on my phone and I just make a little note of it. So I'm missing what for you it would be lighter shade of booties. For me, what have I been missing? Oh, lately I really need some new shirts. Short sleeve, long sleeve, just new colorful shirts because I have an abundance of black. So I write that note. And maybe it's a new pair of jeans. Maybe it's a new pair of slacks. Whatever it is that you feel like you're missing, or shoes. Make a little note so that way when you're next have time to go shopping, or for me it's when I'm late at night online shopping, I can look for categories instead of just blindly looking, because that is such a time suck, right?
That is such a great tip.
So I get really specific about what I need. And then when I get online, excuse me, and I'm on the website of the store that I really like, and I'm looking up the designers that I really like, then I can be specific. So I could be specific to designer, or I could be specific to what I'm looking for. Short sleeve tops in these colors with a V-neck. And then I'm only looking at 50 items. I'm not looking at 4,000. And sometimes I'll even narrow it down to my price point, right? Because if I'm on neimanmarcus.com, it could be anywhere from $40 to $4,000 for a shirt. So I'm not in the $4,000 range. So I narrow it down, nor do I really like the $40 range. Because of the material, or it's like a t-shirt. So I narrow it down into my budget, my price range, different designers I like, and then it makes shopping so simple. And then what I do, just to keep going down this path, which I just recently did, what I do then is I buy things, maybe more than I need, and I have them shipped, and then I try them on to see what I love, and then I just ship back what I don't love. But again, with the being willing to try, right? So there may be something that I'm on the fence about, but oh my gosh, I have 500 other things that keep running through my head to talk about, but we're going to have to do other episodes about it. So that's what I do. Any tips that you do?
No, that is a great tip. The putting it on your phone is a great tip. It's really more, and I don't have the time to do it, and I just...
Have the time to do what?
When I find something, I
put it on your phone.
Yeah. When I see I'm missing something in my closet.
That's another conversation.
It is.
Called
We're not even going to go there.
Time management, Jennifer.
No, but this is worse. This is ready. I'm really going to tell you about time management. How bad I am with it right now. So if I'm in my closet, I see I'm missing something, and then I'm like, oh, yeah, I need that. Meanwhile, I probably have to put laundry away, do something for my kids, something for myself. I probably have a million things on my list. And then instead I sit there on my phone and I start looking for it right then and there.
You're terrible. Exactly.
Yeah, so I like your tip.
Yeah, don't start looking for it right then, because then an hour goes by.
Exactly.
And you're like, where did my life go?
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, we have to work on organization with Jennifer and time management.
a work in progress. It's a work in progress.
Oh, well, I'm glad I could help you today. So, yes, so make a list because then you're also doing it all during the same time. So maybe when the kids are napping on a weekend, you can take that chunk of time and tell Eddie, please do not interrupt me. This is my shopping time and I'm going to spend the next hour.
If I do that, he'll be like, oh, sure, you want this, you want that. He'll interrupt even more.
Oh.
Shopping time. You don't need any more clothes, Jennifer. I know this, but I like it, and it makes me feel good, and that's what matters.
Go to your car. I'm like, what could you do?
I'm just like, I need an hour.
That's like
what I need the hour for does not matter.
That's like my husband. I'll tell you 2 things he does. If he sees me shopping online, really? You need to buy more stuff? I'm like, I'm shopping for a client, which most of the time I am, but sometimes I'm not. But I'm like, don't worry about it. I'm working late tonight. And then the second thing is when I used to bring things home more often and show him, and now I just don't until I debut it on my body. But sometimes he'd be like, really? Another black blazer? Because as far as I can tell, I think you have 15 in your closet right now. But it's not the same.
My favorite.
Like, they are different.
You told me a story similar with the leopard.
Oh, what was the story I told you?
You need another leopard shirt, and you said the same thing. It's not the same.
It's not the same leopard.
It's not.
It's not the same coloring. It's not the same style. It's not. I have a million leopard things, and I probably need 500 more because I love them, and they make me feel good. So that brings us to signature style, which is a whole nother conversation, right? So, but just to sum it up, instead of going down that path, is figure out what you love and what feels good and get those things. I was on a podcast earlier today, and every time I'm on a podcast, women ask me this question: what are your 10 things that you think every woman should have? What are your rules? And I always laugh because I'm like, that's not who I am. I think people need to find their signature style, their first impression, and to design that first, and then figure out what you need. I'd rather you have 10 pieces in your closet that you love, that empower you, that no matter when you wear it, what the occasion, you're going to nail it, than give you rules about what to wear. Because the truth is, I am never going to wear a white, crisp, button-down shirt. That is not me at all. Or a Peter Pan colored sweater. Never going to happen. So I'm never going to put that on your list. Or if you're if you're not a dress person and I say you need 3 dresses, every woman needs a little black dress. No, they don't. No, they actually don't. Because what if you hate dresses or you hate your legs or, you have varicose veins that you're insecure about? You don't want a little black dress. You want slacks. So again, back to our constant theme, you do you.
Definitely. And especially with the battle of spring and winter right now and what is happening, feel free to get outside the box.
Yeah.
Forget the rules.
Yeah.
Like, if you want to put on that beautiful sweater with, let's say, just to mix it up, a wool wintry sweater, because you get cold in the office, whatever have you, and then you want to put on some beautiful, wide, tailored pants, like slacks, do it. It looks beautiful together. And one may be more on the spring side, one may be more on the winter side, but if they look good together, that's the key, is trying things on.
Yeah.
So if you see things in your closet and you're just like, I don't know, that's one extreme to the other. Is it though?
Right.
Try it on. Does it look good? Does it feel good?
Yeah.
Awesome.
My only recommendation is try to do something light. Either the pant or the top.
Yeah.
Let's just start to transition. As we're transitioning, let's transition out of all black. Shall we? I'm probably going to fall. You're going to have to call me out on this next week, I'm sure. If we're going to have a snowy day and I'm going to wear all black.
And here's the thing. If you do wear all black, cool. Throw on a red shoe.
I'm going to. I was just thinking the same thing. Yes. I'm like, I will put on my red shoes.
Something to bring just that fun lightness of spring, summer to you.
Yeah. Because there is something about the feel of spring and the feel of spring colors that makes you happy, right?
Yeah.
So I think that's the other thing to consider when you're in your closet, when you're getting dressed, is know that when you do choose a color, that it's going to bring happiness to others. So, anything else we want to talk about? I think we call it a wrap.
I think we're good.
All right. So we hope that helps with this crazy transition from winter to spring. And hopefully Mother Nature will get on board soon and give us some warmer weather. I have a fear that it's not a real fear, by the way, but I have this fear that it's going to go from this weather
No, don't say it. Don't. Nope.
to 80s. And we're never going to be able to wear our long sleeve cute tops.
That happened last year.
I know.
It's not.
It may happen again. So be prepared. Be prepared for anything. And back to our main point, love the way you look or change your clothes. Okay. Have an awesome week. We'll see you soon. Bye. Thanks for being with us.